Hi, I'm Kristin with IdeateTV here with Brandon from Renude. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your Chocochino?
Sure. So what is a Chocochino? It's basically the millennial or health and wellness mocha frappuccino or mocha latte. We're taking the flavor profile from those drinks, but instead of the kind of chocolate syrup that they put in a mocha, which has like a laundry list of chemicals and ingredients made in the lab, we're using raw cacao from Peru. It's organic, it's sustainably sourced. And then we put a dash of Madagascar vanilla and Ceylon cinnamon, and we're sweetening it with monk fruit. So it's keto friendly, it's plant-based, it's vegan, and of course it has the chaga mushroom, which is one of the healthiest superfoods in the world. It's an adaptogen.
Okay.
It has to be wild foraged from only birch trees and only in freezing places.
It's hard to find.
They call them the diamond of the forest in Japan. And it only grows on 1 in 10,000 trees, even in that climate.
Wow.
So it's crazy stuff. The way to sustainably harvest it is to leave 20% of it on the tree.
Okay.
So it'll regrow, it can be reharvested.
Right.
So this one's from British Columbia, and we add about a gram of it to our drinks as well. So we're basically, Renude is stripping down beverages to their new natural state, and then we're reformulating them for the health and wellness community and millennials with clean ingredients. We take the junk out, we put the good stuff in, and then we spike it with an adaptogen like chaga. And this is the Chocochino. It's delicious. You can have it with almond milk, oat milk, any milk, hemp milk. People that are still drinking regular milk can have it with regular milk too, but that just seems to be not as popular these days for some reason,
Right. So, and it has a really low calorie count too, correct?
Yeah, so all the calories are coming from the milk. Typically in a 16-ounce cup on ice, there'll be an 8-ounce pour of milk on it, so it's about 30 to 40 calories for the drink. So like compare that to a Frappuccino, which is like 500 calories, 30 packets of sugar in there.
Right.
No sugar in this thing, but it tastes exactly the same.
We tried it earlier. It tastes just like, I think even better because it tastes a little bit more pure.
Yeah, there's no solvents ever touching any of our products. So we extract it using some of it's using water and pressure, and then we're freeze drying everything. So to get it from the liquid to the powder, a lot of companies will spray dry and introduce a chemical. We freeze dry it to, again, no chemicals touch anything that we do. People in Western culture in the world, people tend to count calories, but they don't count their chemicals.
Right.
So we're really conscious of that, and even though some of the FDA and the guidelines don't say you have to list how you're extracting and you just have to list the ingredient, we still feel a responsibility to do it the cleanest possible way. And it translates to the taste, because then there's nothing in the product.
Is that what kind of inspired you to start the company, was just trying to make sure that there's more transparency and less chemicals?
Definitely a big part of it. For me, it was more personal. I was very sensitive to the food system. I grew up in LA. My mom took me to the playgrounds at McDonald's, and I was going down the slides and then eating the nuggets, and then going down, and then it was Burger King, and then getting the Happy Meal things. And I couldn't drink milk when I was like 10 years old. It would come up on me, and now it's funny. Everyone now is like, or not everyone, but a lot of people now are sensitive to it and drinking these milk alternatives. Obviously, we have Elmer's here. We have, all these different companies, Califia. But so I started making my own almond milk. At the time, it was like soy milk, and I heard estrogen and stuff, the GMO soybeans and this. Anyways, to make a long story short, I had irritable bowel syndrome. I had asthma. I had all of these problems from the food system, brain fog. So I was always trying to heal myself through diet and herbs, and I tried everything, ketogenic, intermittent fasting, blood type, vegan, flexitarian, you name it, and chaga just helped me more than anything. I was steeping this thing you have to steep it for 48 hours, like a tea.
Wow.
So it's a long, very concentrated medicinal fungi.
But worth it.
And worth it. And my wife's like, you can't put this in leave the stove on for 48 hours. We're going to dinner now. You're going to leave the stove on. Our house is going to burn down. So I had to go buy a crock pot, electric crock pot, put it in there, and I would steep it and make this delicious chaga tea. And everyone kept drinking them, my family, my friends. And so I'm like, I have to bottle this or find a way to get it to the people, because it cured my asthma. It cured my inflammation in my gut. I don't get sick anymore. It's been about 4 years since the last time I got sick. And I have a newborn baby at home who's out there, with playing, touching everything, exploring the world with her fingers and in her mouth and touching me. So it's helped me more than anything that I have tried. I've done the maca from Peru, ashwagandha from India, all the herbs and tinctures, and I just wanted to help other people like it helped me.
Great. Well, thank you so much.